ago, 2 South African engineers were arrested in Equatorial Guinea. It is believed that their detentions, under the guise of drug trafficking, were in retaliation for a seizure of 2 luxury properties and a super yacht belonging to Equatorial Guinea's Playboy Vice President, Teddy Obiang. The 2 are serving 12-year sentences and have to pay fines of $5 million each, as well as additional fines to be shared between them. We now speak to their loved ones. Is Kathy McConnachie, the life partner of 30 years of Peter Huxham. Welcome, Kathy. How many times have you been able to see Peter since his arrest?
I haven't seen him once. The last time I saw Peter was on the 3rd of January when he left for Equatorial Guinea for work.
Have you been able to speak to him on the phone?
I have spoken to Peter. I've spoken to him twice. Once when the UK embassy went to go and visit Peter, and then the second time when the South African embassy went to visit Peter. And the last time I spoke to Peter was in October.
And how was he holding up?
The first time he was extremely emotional. I was also a little bit in the beginning, but then I grabbed onto my psychology treatment that I've been having, and I was stronger than him and just listened to him, and he proposed to me in all the tears, and so yes, so we've got a marriage coming up when he gets home eventually.
Now, how have you been spending your time waiting for him?
Well, I've been doing lots of gardening, and I've been building a house that Peter started when he left. There were just foundations, and I've built it up to roof height, had the windows installed. We're busy doing the floors at the moment, and the plumbing has been done. So I'm actually waiting for Peter to come home to do the electrical part.
Now, I believe you are so optimistic that he'll be home sooner rather than later, that you iron his clothes and keep his wardrobe ready for him.
Yes, I do. I keep his clothes fresh. I've got a little bit of, I'm overactive, so I keep his clothes nice and fresh. And yes, I'm hoping he's going to be home soon. It's just been a very lonely year without him.
Why are you so certain that these charges were trumped up charges, that he would never have smuggled drugs?
Well, Peter's very anti-drug in the first place, and no, I've never ever seen Peter with drugs, or he's very anti-drugs. So no, definitely not with Peter. He lives a very healthy, active lifestyle. When he's home, he kite surfs, he runs, he cycles, and no, not Peter.
How long have you known him?
I've known Peter for 30 years.
Tell us about his character.
Peter's a very gentle person. He's at times very quiet, but he likes helping other people. That's Peter. He'd rather give than take. He's a fantastic grandfather to my grandchildren. He doesn't have any children, so my children are his children. He's just a good, wholesome family man. That is Peter.
How long has he worked there, Kathy?
Peter left in 2008 to work the same month my son passed away. So he left 2 weeks after Wesley passed away, and so it was difficult. It was a difficult time for both of us at that time. But he's been working offshore for 14 years. He started off in Brazil.
And he's loved
the same company.
And he's loved working for this company. He's loved his job.
No, he absolutely loves SBM. They've really been so supportive. We couldn't have wished for a better company to support us. And I think people have to go very far to find a company to for all the help and support that we've had. I know times aren't quite difficult, 'cause I want things to happen now, but there's a process of things to happen. But yeah, they're absolutely fantastic.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry?
What assistance have you been receiving from the South African Department of International Relations, DIRCO?
Well, very little. Very little. And I know it's in their capability to help and to get them home. It's, if you can get involved with overseas, other countries' war crisis, I'm sure you can get involved with Peter and Frik's case. It's in their capabilities. So, yes, I believe they can if they want to.
Have they given you any explanation for the minimal work they've done on this case?
I haven't had any personal explanation. It's just like, thank you very much. We are attending to it, and that is about basically all that I've received.
Are you able to write to Peter? Can you get letters to him or not?
You're right to me. Yes, they have received letters 3 times. We've also received some letters, but not all of them. So, because Peter marks all his letters, number 1, 2, and then you skip from number 2 to number 11, and so it's. So I've had 6 letters from Peter in total since he's been there.
What is he telling you?
Well, all he speaks about is his home life, and one of these days he's going to be home, and we're going to have so much time together, and I mustn't worry about him. He's looking after himself, although he's lost a lot of weight. It's just, yeah, basically look after yourself, because he depends on me to help him when he comes home. So I suppose with all the trauma, they've had a bit of a mental traumatic experience. So, as we all have, but I'm ready to help him when he comes home.
Thank you, Kathy. And now we speak to Frik Potgieter's wife, Sonja. Welcome, Sonja.
Thanks for having me.
Sonja, what has been the impact of his imprisonment on your family?
Well, it's been hard.
It's
Sorry.
okay. No, please.
I'm sorry. It's just been an emotionally roller coaster, but we've been coping. I think it's because we don't speak to each other. There was not a day that passed that we did not speak to each other every day. So yeah, it's been very hard, especially on my daughter. She's in her last years of studying, so she needs her dad. But yeah, we've been coping.
But you've also had to deal with other trauma without him this year.
Yes. My dad had a stroke in December, and unfortunately he passed away on the 5th of January. I had to bury him without Frik, and they were close. They were very close. I know when we spoke on October, the only phone call that I had of him, he asked me, "Is my dad still okay?" Because he knew it was very hard on him as well. That time he was okay, but yes, I had to bury him. So yeah, and well, his favorite dog as well. I had to put her down a week ago. She had cancer in her pancreas, so there's a lot of things that happened. His granddaughter started her first school day, all that stuff
that he's missed out on. And you've also had to postpone a big family event in the hope that he will make it.
Yes. Yeah. There's no way that she will marry without her dad walking her down the aisle.
What communication have you had with him apart from that one call? Is that it?
That's it. We've received 5 letters. Well, I've received 5 letters. I think Kathy received 6 letters. I know they've been writing every Sunday since they've been captured, but we did not receive it. We've only received 5 letters in October. Further, nothing. No communication, nothing. And that's been the hardest.
What is he telling you? How is he holding up?
Well, in the letters is being censored. So those letters that I've got, he was still doing fine. So he just said to me, I must just not give up and just keep on fighting for their innocence, and he just hoped that this nightmare will end soon.
Now, what support have you received from the South African government to secure their release?
Not much. That was the only one. I know they've tried. Well, they have tried, and we've secured 2 visits. I think they've secured 2 visits with them. I haven't received any phone call from the government since the 9th of February. So I don't even know if they know my cell phone number. So they said they will be in contact with me, but I haven't. I think I received 1 email from the government just saying, oh, please be patient. We haven't received anything yet. That's all. And I wish they would do more, because I am really disappointed in South African government. And for me, I'm not proud to be a South African at this stage, because they've let us down.
Why do you feel your husband is essentially a hostage caught in the crossfire and not a prisoner who is serving time for a crime?
He's not, I don't know how to describe him. He's so soft, a loving person. He's a family man. And what was happening before their capture, for I don't know, I think it's if you connect the dots, it was staged, because he's not that type of person.
Now, in the absence of help from the South African government, what are you guys doing from your side now?
Well, we've got the SPM, the employers. They've been helping us since day one. If it wasn't for them, I don't think we would ever have known where they are. We've got meetings with them regularly. So they're doing all the work at this stage. Everything they tell us, when there's contact with DIRCO, they're just repeating what SPM is telling us. So they got their feedback from SPM, and that's what they're just telling us. They did appeal their sentences immediately after they received their but I don't know much about that. Sean is handling that for me, because I'm a very private person. It's my first interview, so yeah, it's because I don't like being emotional on interviews.
You've done brilliantly under the circumstances. Thank you. Speaking to BizNews were the loved ones of 2 South African engineers imprisoned in Equatorial Guinea. I'm Christine.